that when I'm skip counting, I am skip counting by tenths. So that would look like 10, 20, this is an example. These are not all the numbers that exist, right? So if I needed to round to the nearest tens place, my answer would have to finish in one of these, or I would have to regroup and move up to the next place value, which in this case is 100. If your problem asked you to round to the nearest hundreds place, that means that when I skip count, I'm gonna have to skip count by how much? Hundreds. So that would look like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and if it was more than that, I would have to regroup. Now, if you get to the end of the line and you're still writing and you run out of space, we're not going to say, oh, Ms. Vela, I ran out of space. What are we going to do? Go to the next line or flip the page if you're at the very bottom. Like, I'm not going to continue it over here, if that's what you mean. I'm going to go to this next one unless I'm at the bottom, right? I'm going to be a problem solver, not a problem maker. Yes, quickly. Quickly. Only if it's an emergency, guys, because then you miss the lesson. If they tell me to round to the nearest thousands place, that means that when I skip count, what are my numbers going to look like? Exacto. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. Oh, Miss Bella, I got to the end of the line. That's okay. I'm a problem solver.
Problem maker.
I'm going to go to the next line. And if this was larger than 9,000 and I needed to regroup, it would become 10,000. Now, we're not going to go all the way to the billions. I just want you to find the pattern of what we're doing. If they, oh no, your hand is hurting. It's okay. I'll write you an excuse. You don't have to play video games when you get home. I'll tell Mom. If they, you can skip it. Not a problem. If they tell you to round to the nearest 10,000, well, I can look at the pattern that is developing here. So now instead of 10, this would be what?
10,000.
10,000.
Is this the last thing?
Perhaps.
Thank
20,000.
I was not the one who asked.
40,000. 50,000. 60,000. 70,000. 80,000. And if it was greater than 95,000 and I needed to regroup, it would become 100,000. So you see the pattern that is happening here. Okay, this is the pattern of how we skip count, right? So whenever they tell you to round to the nearest whatever of these, This is what your number should end in. Now let's do some examples.
Oh my god, I thought you were saying. Now let's do the 100,000.
Now let's do a billion.
No!
Just kidding.
Actually, yeah. No.
All right, let's go. Catch up, catch up. You have about 30 seconds to catch up.
Only 10.
No. We're not going to count out loud. That puts a lot of pressure. All right, now we're going to start small and apply the steps. Because if you can do the small numbers, you can do the big numbers. So we're going to start with a 2-digit number. A 2-digit number. Who can give me a 2-digit number? Yes. 82. So 82 rounded to the nearest tens place. In a little bit, when we move up, remember the sun shines for everyone, and right now it's shown on him. So 82 rounded to the nearest tens place. So if I look back at my strategies that I have back here, step number 1 tells me to underline the place value that they want me to round to. So what do they want me to round to? What place? The tens place. So I'm going to underline the tens place. And then I'm going to find the digit that is in the tens place. So which digit is in the tens place?
8.
The 8. A digit is one number, remember. We need to know the difference between a digit and a number. A digit, a number is a series of digits that were put together to form a number. Or unless the number is a 1-digit number. Now, after I've figured out, okay, tens place, I need to write what is the value of that digit that I underline. So what is the value? What is the value?
80.
Okay, just checking. 80. Now, I'm going to remember I am rounding to the tens place. So that means that when I skip count, I am skip counting by tens. I'm going to start in the 80s because that's already given to me. But on my number line, what is the next number after I skip count from 80? 90. Very good. Write this down. Everything I write.
You write. We write.
Now, between 80 and 90, what goes in the middle? What's the number between 80 and 90?
85.
85. Now, I'm going to plug in 82. Would 82 be less than 85 or greater than 85?
Less.
Less. So, somewhere around there. Maybe not exactly, but that's okay. Would be 82. Now, I'm going to think back to my little frog days. And the 82, I'm going to see, is it closer to the 80 or is it closer to the 90? Well, which one is it closest to?
80.
The tens place that it is closest to is the 80. So 82 rounded to the nearest tens place is 80. Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy. Mac and cheesy. Hey, that's so cheesy. Very easy. Beanie Gusini. Yeah,
Okay, are we ready to move on?
yeah.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yes.
Example number 2. Now we're going to go bigger because if we can do the small numbers.
We can do the big number.
Okay, 3-digit number. 3-digit number. Yes.
400.
Ooh.
456.
So 456 rounded to the nearest tens place. So my number is bigger than 82, it's greater, but I'm still rounding to the tens place. Just because I have a really large number doesn't necessarily mean that I'm rounding to a larger place value.
Are we going to do handwriting today?
This is handwriting for today.
Yay!
Yeah, I don't know that we won't have time to do handwriting today. Okay, so the first thing that I have to do is I have to find what place value do they want me to round to. So what do they want me to round to?
Nearest 10.
Tens place. What do they want me to round to?
10.
Okay, I thought I only had one student in the class for a second. What digit is in the tens place?
55.
5. So after I have figured out, okay, they want me to round to the nearest tens, that means that I'm counting by tens, yes? But this 5 doesn't just stand for 50. What does this 5 actually stand for?
50.
It makes up a larger number.
56.
Nope,
456.
it's 450. Because I'm tens place. So this actually stands for 50, yes?
Yeah.
But I can't just be like, I don't see you, but you don't exist. That digit is there. So this 5 is part of a larger number. So this is 450. After I write the value, now I can think, okay, now I'm ready to skip count. But I'm skip counting by tens. So I'm not going to start 10, 20, 30, 40, because this already tells me where I'm going to start. So my number line starts at 450. Now, if my number line continues, and I'm counting by tens, what would be the next number?
460.
How do I know it's 460?
Because it's 10 plus 10. Because 10 plus
Remember when we did this?
Yes.
If I'm counting by tens, after 50 comes 60.
It's
Now, imagine that we just kept going. We didn't stop at 100. We were like 100, 110, 120, 130, 400, 410, 420, 430. 450, what comes after 450? 460. So 460 is at the other end of my number line. Now, what is the number that is located between 450 and 460? Very good. I always have to find that middle guy. because that's going to tell me, am I going to go up on my number line or am I going to go down on my number line? So now I have 466 and I need to put this down on my number line. Would it be less than 455 or greater than 455?
Greater.
It would be like pretty close to it, but it is greater.
456.
Now let's go back and think about our little frog. My little frog can either jump to the 460 or it can jump to the 450. Which one is the closest to?
460.
And if I'm not sure, because I'm like, well, I don't know, Miss Vela, because like it's pretty close to that middle number. I could, if there was little lines in between, or I could find the difference between 455 and 456 and 460. There are 4 spaces. And between 450 and 456, there are 6 spaces. So this one is a shorter jump. So then 456 rounded to the nearest 10 is 460. Now, this is how I check my answer, or it's not going to give you the entire answer, but it's a way for you to check if you're on the right track. So my number is 460, and I needed to round to the tens place. So I'm going to go back to my little cheat sheet. My little cheat sheet has a number that ends with a 60. This ends with a 60. So then I am likely headed in the right direction. Now, if I change this to 560, well then no, right? But it gives you a hint, like this is not going to end in just all zeros unless I needed to regroup. We're going to get to that in a little bit. Now let's go bigger. Who can think of a 3-digit number? Okay, yes.
Wait, a 3-digit number? That was a treat. A 4-digit?
3-digit. No, sorry, we already did 3-digit. Miss Bella, 4-digit.
6,000.
Oh, I'm psychic. I already know what you're going to say.
6,700.
Okay, go. Okay, let him figure out that number in his head. Go. 6,000.
6,767.
I'm psychic. Oh my God. How did I know this? 6,767. But now I'm going to round to the nearest hundreds. And we're going to pretend that it says place. I don't want to waste a whole line. We're just going to write it here. So now it's 6,767 rounded to the nearest hundreds place. You guys are so funny. Okay, now what is the first thing that I need to look for? Before that, hundreds place. Very good. I need to see, well, what am I doing here? What am I rounding to? Oh, the hundreds place. Okay, so I underline hundreds place. What do I need to do now?
You need to find what number is the most.
I need to find, well, what's in the hundreds place? 7. Now what do I have to do?
Break it up into the 7 into hundreds.
Yes. So this 7 has a value of 700 because it's in the hundreds place. Go ahead, baby. Thank you for waiting. Oh, no. I'll write you an excuse. No video games for you tonight.
Nice.
But
So I can't use my hands in Scar's spot?
this number is not a standalone. It's not only 700. It's part of a larger number, right? So this 6 in the 6,000 comes right down. Now what do I have to do? Okay, hocus pocus.
Focus.
So what am I going to do next? I'm going to do my number line. And I'm going to go back to the instructions because I have short-term memory and that's okay. And I'm going to double check. Oh, 100. So I'm counting by hundreds. I'm going to go back, look at my cheat sheet. When I count by hundreds, this is what it looks like. And I keep going and going and going and going and going until I get to this number. So if I'm counting by hundreds, what is next on my number line? Very good. But before I can solve this, what do I have to do? The number that is between. So what number is between?
670.
600, 500.
No, 6,750.
There we go. We have to think before we speak. Because I know you know those numbers, but they're like bouncing around in your head. Careful.
I should make that right now.
Okay. Now what do I have to do? Hold on. I already heard from the front. He already told me what we're doing. What about in the back? Who can tell me in the back what am I going to do?
The little frog.
Where is my frog going? How do I know where the frog's going? But what am I rounding?
600, 767.
I have to find where to put this number on my number line. Now, is this number less than 6,750 or greater than 6,750? Greater. So maybe somewhere here, not exact science. 6,767. Now I can do my little frog. So do your little frog. One little frog. Two little frogs. So what is it closest to?
6,800.
Yes, I do. Okay, thank you. Shara, where are you, baby? You wait. Okay, so what's my answer?
6,800.
What's my answer?
6,800.
So this number, rounded to the nearest hundred, becomes 6,800. So these are the examples that we are trying together. Now let's put this to practice in our books.
In our last book,